On fucking Mars. If the sky's your limit, then you'll never go far.
Alright, what's up guys, Poison here, and I'm back for another episode of Quick Play. Now, if you saw yesterday's video, I talk about what today's video is going to consist of and what tomorrow's video is going to consist of. Basically, just here to talk about what work was like. You know, gone for 12 days, or, yeah, I was gone for 12 days. I had videos up the first 3 days that I was gone, but after that, I didn't plan any more videos. Trying to remember what the hell I'm doing here. Oh, no, don't. They just threw me off shit. So, basically, not sure if I even mentioned what I was working actually these past, while I was gone. But, basically, the first 3 days I was actually working, Bottle Rock that was here in Napa. It was a big event. Not really, like, something I cared about. Like, the artists were meh. I don't even remember who was there. I believe, Maroon 5 and Foo Fighters were there. Not saying they're bad bands or anything. I actually never listened to Maroon 5. I've probably heard their songs, but not something I like routinely listen to. But basically, like Foo Fighters, I used to like. I used to listen to them a lot, but kind of just whatever stopped. But yeah, it was a big event. Didn't really care. Like it wasn't like, oh my god, you know, Maroon 5, I need to go and see them, or Foo Fighters, I need to go see them. It was like, meh. It was whatever. But yeah. The thing that kind of annoyed me about Bottle Rock this year was I was told from the beginning I'd be working with my cousin who always works VIP lot or Platinum lot. So I thought, oh, sweet, I'm going to be in Platinum lot again. You know, I'm already ready. I know what to do. I was there last year. And then this year I was told, nope, you're not working Platinum. You know, I was stuck in lot 1, which was the easiest lot ever. You know, no one ever came by. I did nothing at all the first 2 days. You know, easy money. It was cool, but I was expecting to be Platinum, but it was whatever. I think the reason they didn't want me in Platinum lot is because last year when we had a bunch of girls working lot 1 and some guys, like older drunk guys, were messing with the girls who were, I don't want to say underage, but they just weren't of, you know, it was messed up. This guy, you know, was fucking with them. So I imagine they put me and another guy in lot 1 to avoid any problems there might be if anything were to happen. But it was like, alright, whatever, you know. Kind of upset I'm not in the same lot I was in last year, but it's kind of like, alright, whatever. You know, if there was a problem, that's why. I asked, like, why I was in this slot. No one ever answered. Thing that sucked, though, is that I got off the clock super early. We started at 6. I ended up getting off at maybe, like, 4 or 5. You know, I wasn't there the whole day because, like I said, the lot I was in had nothing to do. We were literally just opening the lot. We were letting people park in there if they had a pass in there or if they were an artist. Other than that, we didn't do anything in the lot. So the boss was like, hey, we don't need 2 people in there. We only need 1 person. So one of you, you know, he's like, David, you're going home early. I'm like, all right, whatever, go home early. Or I didn't go home early, actually. I could have, or go to the hotel early. I actually decided to hang out at work and just chill with some friends. And it was easy. Then after that, nothing really happened. They basically worked. I helped out, you know, free of charge. I wasn't gonna ask my boss like, hey, can you pay me for like the time I was here? Because I know he would have been like, I'm not gonna pay you. So I just, you know, did shit for free and just hung out with friends. Better than being at the hotel board. Saturday, you know, still in lot 1, but nothing major. Once again, ooh, fortune cookie. You will be attacked by demons. Oh, well, that's a little too late already. But yeah, day 2 of Bottle Rock, you know, same story, still in lot 1, not doing anything. But this time he sent my other friend Calvin home early instead of me. He's like, hey, you know, one of you two has to decide who's gonna go home early. I'm like, dude, I went home early yesterday. You could go home early today. You know, I'll make up my time, or I'll make up the pay I missed from yesterday. So he goes home early. I just stayed in the in lot 1 doing nothing, just like always. Where am I going? Jesus Christ. Wish there was somewhere to tell me where to go, but nope. Day 3 though was where we were both sent home early. Or I was sent home early because, okay, so sticky keys are fucking messing up. Oh, here's where we're going. So day 3 I was sent home early because my boss was like, hey, you take Jeremiah home and you guys go to the new hotel, or you guys are switching rooms. So he's like, yeah, David, you go home, you take Jeremiah, you guys are off the clock today. So we go. Like, honestly, Bottle Rock, nothing happened. It was like an extremely boring event. You know, no people came by. Nothing happened. Which, you know, means easy work, but I don't like these boring events. I like to be kept busy. Like, actually, Sunday was probably the most busiest day because they actually had me at outside of lot 1. They had me actually at the front of the street, like opening up the gate to people who are coming in. So that was cool. I actually enjoyed being actually put to work. I hate just sitting there and doing nothing. But you know, Monday is when we had to move to San Francisco, and we were by the Bill Graham Center. Not sure if anyone who's ever been to San Francisco knows where that is. It's in like downtown San Francisco, and it was in the absolute fucking ghetto, like horrible fucking area, like homeless people all around. It's actually, let me see. You guys could look this up too. It was by the courthouse, by the opera house, by Bill Graham, the Asian Art Museum, and the library. Yeah, like, just look up Bill Graham Center if you wanted to. It's in the absolute fucking ghetto. There's a bunch of homeless people there. All of them on drugs. And I mean, like, literally on drugs. Not that they were high or whatever, but, like, they were actively shooting up heroin and shit, like, right in front of you. And they didn't care. Like, you know, they have no, like, I don't know if morals is the right word. No fucking shame. There we go. They had no shame. They're just shooting up heroin right in front of you. It's like, yeah, I get it. You know, they're addicted, but it's like, fuck, dude. There's little kids that are walking by and shit. And we'll talk about that more as, you know, probably tomorrow. We're probably to make this video a little bit longer just so we could get to the end of Tuesday. But yeah, I parked my car like one day. I don't remember what day it is. That's why I'm not gonna try to line it up. But I parked my car one day and I'm walking down to the event because the parking lot was like right up the street, like halfway through the block, and I just see a woman, you know, shooting up. Like she poked herself with the needle once, didn't, you know, I guess it wasn't in the right place, so she pulls it out, keeps poking herself, and just shoots up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and, you know, the cops don't care. They can't arrest them. They can't ticket them. They're homeless. They don't have any money for this shit. Like, what are the cops gonna get out of it if they were to ticket them or whatever? So it's like, it made me like extremely disgusted. I'm like, this is fucking horrible. Like, you know, I don't want to be around this shit at all. But Monday had some interesting shit. Let's see. Like, I was guarding one gate next to Bill Graham in the library. It was extremely easy, you know, if a truck's exiting, you know, we open it, we let them exit, whatever. Nothing major, but towards the end of the night, you know, I'm like 30 minutes off from my shift, and some homeless woman comes by, and I see her with a huge Bowie knife, like, obviously not a real Bowie knife, but like a fake one, just like a huge knife attached to her hip. And I have one headphone in, but I clearly hear her say, oh, if one of these motherfuckers tells me something, I'm gonna fucking stab him. I don't give a fuck. I have nothing to lose. And I'm all like, bitch, are you really like trying to say this shit? And I'm like, you know, I'm a few feet away from my car. I could easily get to my car if she like tries to come after me. I'm like, if this bitch comes after me, I have my machete in my back seat. I'm whipping that shit out. And like, honestly, being in the ghetto, I could have carried my machete and they couldn't have told me anything. You know, you have all these homeless with big knives. I could easily have had my machete if, you know, someone were to do some shit. But thankfully it stayed in the car. I didn't have to use it. You know, I didn't have to go for it at all anytime. Honestly, it's just horrible that they had this place here. And I was asking one of the cops because actually yesterday for me, Tuesday, let me see, wait, what's the forecast? The forecast calls for death. Yep, I'm just seeing a whole lot of death. Bummer for you, I guess. You know, Tuesday they had me with a cop, and I asked him, like, so of all areas, why do they have the event here? And he told me, it's just because of the Bill Graham Center, you know. I don't know who the hell Bill Graham is, honestly. He's like, yeah, Bill Graham's a huge name, you know, they decided to have it here because of the center. I'm like, alright, fair enough. But, you know, we didn't have any real work until about Friday, Saturday, and Sunday when the event happened. And I actually thought I was working and preparing for a marathon, but apparently the event I was working was Clusterfest, which was a huge festival of comedians such as Kevin Hart, Bill Burr, Jerry Seinfeld, rappers like Ice Cube, Lil Dicky, bands like Chromeo and stuff. Just a bunch of different names. You can look up the lineup. And we're gonna try to finish this up pretty soon, this conversation, because I have more conversation to talk about for tomorrow. But really, bro? But yeah, the event, like, leading up to the week was pretty easy, honestly. They just had us going, like, closing off fences, you know, closing off gates, so we only certain people could come in. It was honestly an easy event. There was nothing to it, like, and when the event actually happened, they basically had us doing, like, traffic control, or not really traffic control, street block offs to, like, not let certain people into certain areas unless they had, you know, a proper permit if they're a car, or you know, like, certain areas we didn't want actual people walking into because it was working area. There were trucks there, so we had to make sure people wouldn't go in there, get hurt, like people who are there for the concert. But leading up to the week was pretty easy. I'm actually going to heal up and we're going to finish the video here, and I'm going to record tomorrow's video too, because tomorrow's video is where we actually get into some real stuff that happened, like, you know, some major things. So yeah, guys, until tomorrow, have an awesome day. Thank you for watching. Bye.